Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to go over the top 10 or first 10 mods I've done to my 2023 Ford F-150 XLT. These are very simple, easy to do mods, do-it-yourself mods. And these are mods that I do on almost all my vehicles. Let's get into it. We're going to start on the exterior here. First mod I usually do with all my trucks, this stubby antenna. Replace the long 3-foot antenna with this short antenna. This is about $19 on Amazon. So that's number one. Number two, so I blacked out these Ford F-150 XLT badges. I actually just spray painted these. So this was about a $7-8 can of spray paint. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's held up really well. I went to the car wash a couple times, and then if it ever starts to fade or I start seeing spots, I just slap it with another coat. Also, a disclaimer, I will say, first thing I always put on is the running boards, tonneau cover, rubber floor mats. This truck came with all three of those, so I'm not going to count those today. The mud flaps. So these are WeatherTech mud flaps. I got them on all 4 tires. They're about 160 bucks. Super easy install. You just pop a couple screws out and a couple plugs out and screw the mud flaps back in. Come around to the back. You can see here I have just added a vinyl decal to the F-150 in my tailgate, and I've also switched out my Ford blue oval for black oval. And I'm still have to do that to the front, but really just blacking out my logos. I always enjoy doing that first. So this I think was $16 on Amazon. I bought this off the Ford website. So this and the, so these are both OEM emblems here. So the back and the front were about $140. Kind of expensive, but I wanted that OEM look. So I decided to go with those. Opening the bed here. So you can see here I added the last fit liners, bed liner here, and I still have to put on the tailgate liner. Real simple, easy to install. I actually popped out my composite bed. I just don't like how slick that gets with any moisture on it, and I just decided to add this mat in here. At some point I might get this bed line, but for now this will get the job done. That you just plop in, fits really well. This tailgate mat here, you just pop a couple screws out, remove the composite, and screw it back down with your last fit liner. Super happy with those. Works really well, keeps things from sliding around. So another mod that I did, this one's kind of interesting. So you'll see my key fob. I added the silicone cover to it. The reason for that, this key kept falling out of my pocket. You know, if I have athletic shorts on or sweatpants on, it's very slick. It just slides right out. So I added this silicone liner in here, just so it would stay in my pocket. And I was tired of grabbing it out from between the seats here. Moving into the interior, I did add a matte screen protector. It really cuts down on the glare, especially when you have the sunroof open. And this was, I think, $16 on Amazon as well. Come around to this end, I added an exhaust tip. So this is just a 4.5-inch exhaust tip, real simple, easy install. Just pop the old one off and slide this one on. As I said, this is like a 4.5-inch tip here. Just very simple bolts. So that's another modification. Another thing I did add is window tint. So what I usually do, I just match the front 2 doors to the back. Saves on money, still cuts down on heat, and you get some privacy. And then I went ahead and added the windshield brow, as you can see there. That ran me about $180. just at a local tent shop here. Super easy install, took them about 30 minutes. I think that covers it for the first 10 mods of this truck. Super easy, didn't take me long at all. I'll give you some insight on what's coming. I'm getting ready to order the carbonized gray 18-inch trimmer wheels I'm going to put around these KO2 tires. Love the look of the trimmer, I love the look of their wheels, so I'm just going to add those. They will be OEM wheels, so they should fit, and they should even have that Ford logo inside. Another thing I'm going to do, as you can see, have not leveled my truck yet. I will level the front end as well, just to give it a meaner look and a higher stance. I have removed the back part of this air dam here, but I will cut this off at some point just to give me a little more clearance. And I really don't like the look of that at all. Another thing I'm going to add is the Flowmaster Super 10 muffler. So I am getting ready to just cut out the stock muffler back there, and I'm going to add in the Flowmaster. We'll give this, this is the 2.7 liter engine, so it doesn't sound the best. I'm really liking the power it's given me and the fuel economy so far. I do mainly city driving, and I'm right around 19 miles per gallon. But that Flowmaster will just add a little deep growl to my exhaust. And then at some point, one of the last mods I'll probably do is I'll add in some 35-inch tires. That'll be down the road. Another thing, which I think is really stupid, these are the only halogen lights. I think these in the tail lights, but these are super yellow halogen. I'll probably pop these out and just replace these license plate lights for something with LEDs, give you a little more vision backing up. And then at some point I will also replace these. I'll probably get some Morimoto with the black housing. I love the look of those. Those should be a plug and play as well. And then I'll probably do the same up here. I'll get me some smoked lens, black housing headlights. And then I'm thinking about getting some amber fog lights down below here. You can see here, haven't switched this logo out yet. Getting ready to do that. It's quite the process, actually, taking the radiator cover and the grill out to get to the screws behind that. But let me know what you all think. These are very simple mods, easy mods to do it. Pretty cost-effective mods, and it just kind of adds to the overall look of your truck. Like I said, they're really easy to do. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. What mods are you doing to your truck? What's the first thing you do in the first couple days after you buy a new vehicle? For me, it's definitely the antenna, and I try to get the windows tinted as soon as possible. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.